The naira opened the week at 166 naira to the US dollar. It spiked to 166.70 during the day. However, it closed at about 163.40 as the central bank intervened in the markets. And for more on the FX and fixed income markets, I'm joined in the studios by Leke Sule, a trader at Mansard Investments. Leke, thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure you, as a portfolio manager, you've had to endure a pretty volatile 1 week given what has happened in the fixed income market and the currency. But let's start with the currency. Your thoughts about the stability that is coming back right now. In your view, do you think it's sustainable? Many will suggest that we're already at a new normal, if you like, if we're going to be at the levels we are now.
Definitely. The market has been pretty stable, definitely because CBN intervened. CBN has already shown its resolve to defend the naira at these levels. Naira actually spiked to 166.70 today, went a little bit stable at 165.70. Then when CBN came in, it dipped to about 163.40 levels. We think naira is stable at this level. We think this is a reasonable level for CBN to defend because the reserves are currently at about $41 billion, about 10 billion of which is in fixed income market hot money. We believe as we see more dial back of the hot money that came in, CBN may not be able to hold the fort if it remains at this level. We also
what would that mean? Would that mean possibly moving to 164, 165?
I think that will be too early. I think the CBN still has more ammunition to use. The CRR is still there. Instead of just increasing, devaluing the naira, first they might want to increase the CRR to 100%. Then, of course, that would be very similar to using the TSA, which CBN has always been propagating.
Right.
But having CRR,
single treasury,
yes, the single treasury account. I believe that will definitely be more decisive. Having all public sector funds in CBN's coffers, so it will actually be more efficient.
Right.
That's on one hand. Then on the other hand, we believe the MPR will definitely follow afterwards. Then after all monetary policy tools have been exhausted, we expect CBN to actually shift the band to maybe 160 plus or minus.
Well, last week I heard it sold as much as $1 billion at the RDAS. So clearly the pressure is on, if you like. Many may suggest, however, that it was to stabilize the markets given what happened last week. But then, of course, we'll see how things play out moving ahead. But let's now talk about the fixed income market. We did see volatility there as well. Yields in the bonds market spiked to over 14. I'm hearing also that they are now beginning to come down again.
Yes, definitely. The 14 levels was very attractive for us because we as portfolio managers were very quick to actually go in. We actually saw that coming. We bought fixed income at that level. So we also
so the volatility was good for you?
Was very good for us because we actually expected it to come once we heard about the news and the likes. So as well, at these levels, we still believe in the one-year paper, which printed at a yield of 15.2%. That was very attractive for us. We believe at the short end, the one-year paper is very attractive. At the medium end, the 2022s are still attractive, though for speculative purposes. Yeah. But at the long end, the 20-year still seems very, very dicey at these levels. At 14%, we believe that would make more sense. Then on the naira side, market is still relatively stable. We expect to see about 195 billion of maturities on Thursday. Yeah. We expect CBN to still come.
What impact would that have, though, on yields in your view?
Yes, on yields, as you saw today, CBN offered to sell 50 billion of a mid-tenor paper, 17th of July bill. We don't expect to see any sale on that maturity because the adjoining maturities are trading at about 13% discount rate currently. We don't expect CBN to want to really sell at that high cost of fund. We also think that the long end still remains very, very valued, still remains very, very attractive. We're going to go in there. Yields are going to go up definitely. It's just a matter of when. Naira too is definitely going to have to be devalued. It's just a matter of when. We don't know when that will be, but it has to happen.
All right, but now that Sanusi is out, are you more concerned that we may see a lot more volatility for the naira? That change, the way it happened, of course, it shocked the market. How concerned are you going forward for the naira stability?
Yeah, the question on the naira is not about whether CBN is devaluing the naira or not. What we're more concerned about is the stability of the exchange rate, whatever level it might be, because we want to be able to project effectively where currencies are going to be. So we expect a measured devaluation to come in, but after all monetary policy tools must have been exhausted. We don't expect that to happen in H1. Right. We actually see that to happen maybe in H2 or H3. I mean, sorry, in H2, sorry. But as we see, CBN still remain very, very committed to defending the naira. We believe the current levels of reserve will still be able to meet up all FX demands.